What's going on, guys? Frank Latella here at Strength for Combat in Boynton Beach, and today I'm going to do a breakdown video. The video that I'm going to break down is a video that I found on YouTube. It's something that I use as a training tool in my concealed carry classes, but I wanted to share this with everybody, not just the people that take my class. So this video, you're going to see an instructor who is at the shooting range with a few of his students. This instructor has an accidental, or as I call it, a negligent discharge. Now, this could have been very bad for him, and you'll see why in a second, and a danger to the people around him. So I'm going to play the video, and then we're going to break it down.
And underneath the trigger guard, roll your palms together. So both your hands are going to sit on the left-hand side of the pistol. You're going to lock out both your arms. You're going to push with your right and pull with your left. Focus on that front sight tip. Now, if you want on this 44 Magnum, you can shoot it single action. With a nice light trigger pull.
Did you mean to do that?
Yeah.
What? Yes, we were watching the same video. I know, that was some crazy stuff. So the first thing I want to address is the fact that this instructor is teaching his students simply how to hold the gun while on the firing line with the loaded gun. That stuff should be done dry fire in a classroom with zero stress. Whenever, if you've taken my concealed carry class, or if you plan to in the future, we start with rubber training guns, completely fake, going over proper grip. Then we bring out the real firearms, unloaded after they're cleared, to work on the grip and the stance and aiming and all that stuff. So in my opinion, the first thing that went wrong was giving a basic lesson while already at the shooting range. The next thing I want to address, a safety issue here. Everybody should be standing behind that instructor. You have one person who is actually, he's in and out of the frame in the video, but you can see how he is closer to the shooting range than the actual instructor is. That is very bad. And another thing the instructor did was, as he was showing the grip, he pointed the gun up and turned. Now, the fact that the gun was pointed up is a good thing. However, you could see he made the students uncomfortable when that happened. One of the guys even turned like this. So pointing it up toward the ceiling and turning, that itself not a huge safety issue, but you're making your students uncomfortable before they're supposed to grab the gun and shoot. Now let's talk about the firearm that was used. So I'm holding a revolver similar to the one in the video, and I will show you that I unloaded the gun beforehand. So in the video, you hear the instructor say, on this 44 Magnum, you can fire it single action.
On this 44 Magnum, you can shoot it single action.
So this gun itself is a double action firearm. That means when I pull the trigger, it performs two actions. It brings the hammer back and drops it forward for me to shoot. Now on some guns, including this one, you can manually pull the hammer back, which means when I pull the trigger, it will perform one action only, which is dropping the hammer to shoot the gun. Now, as he does this, I'm going to replay the video again. As he pulls it back and he starts talking again, his finger slips in and shoots. The recoil of that firearm, because he was not holding it with a very tight grip, he was not expecting it, went back up, all the way back here. Very dangerous, very scary for him. You can even see the way he starts walking. He was completely scared. Now let's watch the trigger pull. So I'm going to pull this in regular double action, the distance that the trigger has to go before you hear a click. So watch this. Okay, now, when we pull it back, look, it's just a hair. So what the reason why the firearm discharged is because he broke a safety rule that is up here. Always keep your finger straight and outside of the trigger guard until ready to shoot. Luckily, he did have the gun pointed in a safe direction, but when the trigger was pulled, the recoil brought it back almost directly at his face. So as you can see from this video and as you can hear from the things that I just taught you, accidents happen, but they can be prevented. Use your head. As a student, if you are interested in training, contact us at Strength for Combat. We have extensive training, we are very safe, and we're gonna deliver the knowledge that you need to be able to safely handle firearms. I'll see you soon.